Hello Taurus, this is your general love reading for August 2017. I know I've been gone for a while, probably like a month or two. I haven't done any readings. Just been a lot of stuff going on in my life, so I've been kind of not trying to do readings because I know when I'm a very emotional person, when I'm an emotional person, which is not very often, but when things happen, I don't like my emotions getting in the way of the accuracy of the tarot card readings for you guys. And I hope all of you are doing well. I know probably many of you are on an edge. It's, there's a solar eclipse here soon. It was a lunar eclipse yesterday. It's a full moon in Aquarius right now. There's a Mercury retrograde coming. We're in the shadow period right now. All these freaking terrible energy. Well, it's all about your perspective. Let me say that. We have all these interesting energies coming in for this month of August, and yes. So shall we continue? If this video does not resonate with you, I would suggest watching somebody else's video. When I go and watch other people do like a Sagittarius reading, right, because I'm a Sagittarius, like, I don't just click on the prettiest thumbnail. Like, I click on the video that my eyes are first drawn to in the recommended section, which one my eyes directly first go to. And that's basically just using your intuition, and more than likely, like 9 times out of 10, that video will resonate with you and provide you with some insightful information. And that's what I suggest, because there's like one tarot card reader, honestly, like 2 maybe, although his readings seem to be more optimistic and not realistic. However, I do happen to really like his videos because of the in-depth he goes into. It's Intuitive Tarot by Nikolai or something like that. And the other one I watched is The Quietest Revolution. Her videos are amazing. But there's really not that many YouTubers that I can say indefinitely whenever I watch their videos. Every single one is going to resonate with me. So, and those 2, they seem to resonate with me the most. So yes, Taurus. Is there a card flipped yet? I'm gonna literally cut these cards in half because it's really getting irritating that all these cards pop out all the time. Okie dokie. Ooh, we have a lot of, well, the world, if that's your present position, man, there's the cycle, you're starting a new cycle in your life. There's some karmic crap happening right now. This is going to be very interesting. This is your first card. Our current influences is the 5 of Swords. So, there's an air sign. Very important air sign in your life, maybe. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. We have Judgment and the Goal or Destiny. Interesting. A lot of major arcana. We have the Devil and influences of a distant past. We have the Moon. Wow, this is a lot of major arcana. Like, this is a lot. We have another We have the Lovers in future. So this is interesting. Very, very interesting, actually. I'm going to move this stuff over just so I have more room over here. We have the Knight of Swords and the present attitude. We have the Eight of Pentacles. I think this is the 8. Yes, that's the 8 of Pentacles in the 8th position of the environmental influences. We have the 5 of Cups and innermost emotions. This is really, really interesting. And then we have the Ace of Swords in the future position. Okay? So, this is really interesting to me. So, we'll just kind of get on with the past real quick before we talk about the present, I feel. So, in the past, we have the Devil and we have the Moon. So, the Devil being the distant past, influence of distant past. So, that would be indecisiveness, addiction, money issues, spending too much, anything that has to do with over, like, you're spending too much on one thing. Like, what's that word? Overindulging. Anything overindulgence. The Moon being the influences of distant past. So that would, if we're talking about influences of distant past, right? So we're talking about the influence of distant past that might be influencing you right now, and that is the Moon. And that has to do with deception, intuition, dreams, intuitive messages, it could be like Pisces energy, right? It could be like astral traveling, like you had like a out-of-body experience when you were sleeping, right? But this has to do with love. So if the Devil is in this could be a Capricorn in the far distant path, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. This could be in the recent past a Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And this could just be someone with a Capricorn Moon, right? Or a Pisces something. Like there's Pisces, if Saturn is in Pisces in their chart, right? Or it could be that Jupiter is in Capricorn in their chart. Then we have Judgment, and this is in the Goal or Destiny. So I'm going to go ahead and read what the card says out of this deck that has the meanings on it, just because, like, there's certain cards, as far as tarot goes, that, like, their energies don't connect well with me. Like, here, we have the Moon, right? The Moon's right here in my hand, so I'll just go ahead and read that for, influence, or, what is this? Recent past events. It says, your personal faith and ethics will be tested. It is hard to think clearly. You are confused and easily distracted. Fear and anxiety haunt your thoughts. Paranoia. Secret enemies. Deception. Your security is at risk. Your friends or family may be in danger. Bad luck for those you love. Okay. So, fear and anxiety haunt your thoughts. Like, I have a sister, right? She has a Taurus ascendant and Taurus moon. Well, it wasn't until the past week or two, 2-3 weeks, she had like a really terrible panic attack, right? And her like arms went numb, and they took her to the hospital because they thought it could have been a heart problem. It was just like severe anxiety, right? So that would be her recent past if you're talking about someone that's a Taurus ascendant or moon. So that actually makes sense. So I'm going to go, but that would be like an example. Like, you could be having extreme amount of anxiety or paranoia. It could be extreme amounts of, you could be lying, they could be lying. They could have been lying. Someone could have been lying. You could have been lying to yourself. Someone could have been lying to their self. I mean, it really just depends on your individual situation. Oh shoot, I forgot what card I was looking for, and I could have definitely like went past it. But I'm going to pull out some of the cards that are already in this deck that I have not gotten to reading yet. So in case I feel the need to read you the card off of here, I don't have to go back and look through this deck for cards. Okay, well apparently I'm missing a card. Well, judgment refers to like a revelation, something coming to light, but like in a karmic way. So if this is goal or destiny, then the issue surrounding your love life is something to do with your karma, something in the past, something you've done in the past. Something could be coming to light. Now we have the Lovers, which is the card of relationships and sex and creation, and your future influence. And we have the Ace of Swords. Now the Ace of Swords is a card of mental clarity, receiving an opportunity for travel, communication, things like that. So we have the Five of Swords and your current influences, right? And that is a card of, well, let me just read to you what's on this card. It says, put self-interest and self-preservation first. You can't be of use to anyone else if you don't look out for yourself. Conflict and hostility defeat and destroy important projects. The outcome may seem unfair. This difficult time will provide insight and growth, possible illegal or immoral conduct, public shame and dishonor. Alright. Oh, I understand. Okay, so your current influences is that you or somebody else is a very harsh person with words. Like, when you fight with your significant other, or your significant other is fighting with you, it's almost like they punch twice as hard back. It's like an overkill, and that in itself can destroy your relationships, right? It can destroy your perception of your relationship. So the judgment comes in when this person confronts you about your business. You could be judging yourself. It could just something karmic lets you know what's going on. So where the devil and the moon come in, right, is that you're someone that kind of, you or this other person is can be very selfish, especially with like money, matters of money. And you know, the thing to always remember about the devil is the devil's not controlling what you do. You're controlling what you do. Because if you pay attention, if you look really closely, that chain around their neck, they could get their head through that, right? They could get out of his grasp. And so could have you. And the moon's about deception and lies, and they both kind of go together in the sense where perhaps you're doing something, like something happened on like a karmic level. Like, I can't even describe what this karmic thing is because I don't really have any indicators, although I feel like it could have something to do with work, although I'm not sure how true that is. But I think this has to do with more of speech, like communication, how you deliver your speech. So it could be that you're lying about a previous crappy relationship, and this what happened will come to light, and whether it's you or somebody else that's the one that's lying and is being harsh with their words, or being deceptive, overindulgence in something, not treating their significant other well, this will come to light. However, I think what it'll be more is you'll receive some mental clarity, right? Because you might be overindulging and being a dick to this person, right? Or it could be the other way around. And this person, it's really because if this is your innermost emotions, and this has to do with sorrow and grief, you or this person, it could be because you're only doing it because you're actually hurting on the inside, right? And, we do have there's a strong solar eclipse energy that's coming in, right? So, between this Judgment card, the Lovers, and the Ace of Swords, you're probably receiving a moment of mental clarity about this situation, which it could be because maybe you or this person's kind of like a hard to love person, like you're kind of a harsh person, right? You do a lot of harsh things, maybe this person's like that, but either way, the things that you would say to someone is not used with much consideration for their feelings. So you might get this moment of mental clarity when a special someone walks into your life, and it could be you're being rude to this person that's in your life because you're hurting and you receive mental clarity about it, and because of that there can be a successful reunion of this relationship, or you could be a very brash there's a lot of major arcana, and it's really hard to read. Like the world itself, for your present position, the world stands for you will enter a period of great happiness and positive events. The pieces fall into place. Goals are achieved. Unexpected sum of money comes your way. Travel or vacation. Possible change of residence or job. Sense of fulfillment and inner peace from helping the less fortunate. Whatever you give will be returned to you many times over. This is also a card of completion and cycles and new beginnings in your life, and the start of something new, the start of a new cycle. So you're beginning new. Either someone's hurting you with words, or they're hurting you because either you're hurting or somebody else is hurting. Now, we have Judgment here in the goal or destiny, but if this is read as goal, your goal could be to bring what they're doing to you to light, right? And honestly, this is the past, correct? So the past has to do with lies and deceptions, whether you're lying to yourself or lying to somebody else. And so if you take it in that way, perhaps you're entering into this new completion period because you straight up cut this devil person out of your life, right? Maybe this is not even an argument. And because you did that, you let go of the deceptions and the overindulgence, or you let go of these people here, you can successfully be in a relationship, and you have some mental clarity because you're out of that unhealthy, toxic relationship, right? And because you can't have a new beginning without judgment. You read the Bible, right? If you believe in the Christian God, what you will read is in Revelations, after periods of war and all the apocalyptic stuff, there's times of peace and new civilizations being brought up. You can't have you can't have a new world, a new positive world without some judgment going on, right? And you also can't start anew without bringing to light and recognizing what you have done wrong in the past and using it to move forward. We have the Knight of Swords and present attitude, and that is swift communication. So you could be cutting this person off bluntly, and they could be walking away defeated, right? We have the Eight of Pentacles, and The possession of environmental influences. So this tells me that at least where you live and all that. Wow. Okay, my thighs were like not having this shirt right now. Your environment is stable. Your environment will be a lot of hard work. Watch for errors in your environment. Watch the people around you. Be careful in everything that you do. You don't want to mess up. Choose wisely who you bring around you and surround yourself with. And your innermost emotions is well, the 5 of Cups, right? And that says grief, loss, many regrets, setbacks, loss of relationship, friend or valued possession, disappointment in love and friendship, end of a marriage or love relationship. You have the strength or spirit to endure. Hope for a better future. Choose a creative solution to your problems. This is a temporary period and will pass. Alright, so this is my theory, okay? That you got out of a toxic relationship, you cut it off bluntly. Now you're grieving because of a loss of a relationship. But in the future, you will receive some mental clarity, right? And with that mental clarity will become a new love opportunity, because your current position is the world is completion. It has to do with new cycles. So because of this new cycle, because you bluntly cut this person off, or you decided because they really did unfairly fight you that you really need to end that crap, right? Because you cut this person off out of your life, you are now able to enter a period of mental clarity, new opportunities, and a successful relationship, or someone that has potential you have potential with to be in a successful relationship. If you're not aware or you're new here with how I do my readings, this deck I usually read off the little description on there as like an oracle type of card, so I can give you guys some more insight and advice for what to expect and look forward to in August 2017 in regards to general love and relationships. Universe and spirit guides, do you have any advice for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant in regards to general love for August 2017? We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. It says, you lose sight of the future by dwelling on the past. Pain and difficulty do not disappear right away. Emotional upset continues. You are not taking responsibility for your emotions. Self-control is necessary now. Inheritance or gift possible. Large sum of money affects your mood. Okay, so now I just got my mental clarity of what this card means. Current influences. Your innermost emotions. You're really distressed over this relationship that has ended in the past, or maybe you're still with them, but you're really distressed over the situation with this person. So perhaps you're lashing out on others. So my advice to you would be what this card says. You need to keep your composure and keep in control of yourself. And you, by trying to endure and get through that and being strong, instead of lashing out on other people and draining them of their energy, when you realize that you can be alone and you realize all these things, you will have mental clarity and you will have more potential for a successful relationship in the future. Alright? I hope this was helpful, Taurus, and again, this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant signs, and comment, rate, subscribe for more videos like this, and to let me know some feedback on how you guys like these videos of mine. I hope this video wasn't too lengthy, and I hope that it really did help some of you. Yes, so thank you for watching, and peace out, guys.